In the bustling city of Astral Grove, where skyscrapers touched the clouds and alleys whispered secrets, a young man named Elias wandered unnoticed among the crowd. Unbeknownst to those around him, Elias harbored a demonic power that lay dormant within his very soul, a power he had discovered one fateful night when darkness engulfed him, marking his life with an unholy gift. Elias was a quiet soul, his eyes revealing little beyond kindness and empathy. Growing up in a world that sometimes favored the ruthless, he had made a vow to stand with those who needed protection from oppression and cruelty. His power, as perilous as it was, became his clandestine ally in his quest for justice. The streets of Astral Grove were home to countless stories of suffering and despair. Corporate overlords manipulating the lives of the less fortunate, corrupt officials turning a blind eye to the suffering they perpetuated. The scales of justice were tipped unfavorably until the shadows began to move under Elias's command. At night, when the city was bathed in silver moonlight, Elias donned a cloak of shadows and became an unseen protector and savior for the destitute and downtrodden. One evening, news spread of a syndicate operating under the guise of a charitable organization, exploiting the city's citizens and growing in power. Elias's demonic powers, often perceived as chaotic and destructive, were, paradoxically, the key to controlling the mayhem he deftly unleashed upon the syndicate. He had learned to bend shadows to his will, to twist fear against his adversaries while leaving a trail of illusions and phantoms in his wake. Moments before powerful members of the syndicate convened to plot further cruelty, eerie findings would haunt them, phantom whispers of their own evil deeds, a portrait of a soul begging redemption. Empowered, but not enslaved by the demon within, Elias was careful to retain control, to remember the humanity that guided each decision. For whenever the line blurred and temptation loomed, the memory of a friend lost long ago, mired in similar demons, served as his anchor. With his mission against the syndicate nearing completion, the city of Astral Grove began to feel a shift, a quiet yet firm resistance against injustices of all kinds. The men and women who awakened to their liberties no longer cowered, but stood united. And Elias, ever the shadowy figure in the night, continued his journey, driven by a power for good, one who cloaked himself in darkness, yet carried a heart full of light.